Well, hello everyone. We want to welcome you to Elite U42 Sports Media, and today we have a special guest that you do not want to miss. Today we have Mr. Buck Willie with NEA Elite Training and Mr. Brian Huff, a 4-star Arkansas elite football player who's making waves on the college scene in our today's era. And man, we're so happy to thank you guys for being with us today on Elite U42. Buck, you actually been on it right in the beginning and kind of talked about preseason and kind of what you do. Now they get a chance to see you live on the set, man. And we want to thank both of you guys for being here and having one of your mentees with you today, man. We thank you guys for joining us and just letting the world be able to know kind of what we're doing in this area. Man, we're making a big noise over in the Delta. They call it the Delta in Arkansas. But that's what the world knows, the Delta. From Washington, D.C., they said over in the Delta. Everything's the Delta.
Right.
But we know Northeast Arkansas. So, Buck, man, I tell you, man, before we dive into this guy's journey, his training journey, can you tell us a little bit about your background in training and how did you get into training, and also what inspired you to pursue this path?
First, thanks for having us today. Man, it really goes back when I was a kid. Like I said, I've just been involved with sports for pretty much my life, you know. So I always wanted to do it. Like, so once I was we was growing up, we would play ball, and we just go from sport to sport. Yeah. So we never actually trained. So I was just using those skills, from the sports stuff. Right. And so once I got out, when I got older, actually with my nephew, whatever, I started seeing. I was always a person. Like if I would see him in a gym, I didn't know him. I would go correct. I was like, hey, get your posture. I would do little stuff like that in the gym. I said, kid playing basketball. It was just natural, man. And I would go do it. And I've been correcting people all life. And then when my nephew started playing football, I started training him. And then it just went from there. Then it became a passion. And also I went on and I really wanted to be great at what I did, so I went to school and I studied the body, the fast twitch muscles and all that. So I went on, and that's one thing that we get to that later. But that's one thing I really wanted to do to actually see how the body work to make the kids faster, more explosive and stuff. So I really put that into it and got my degree. Wow. So
and then you talked about your nephew who went on to play Arkansas. He came in 4 or 5 stars.
Yeah, he's right now. I think he's the second highest recruit ever to come out of the state behind Mitch Mustang, and so that's a pretty big deal. And like I said, once I started working with him, and he could not, I ain't gonna say I ain't had a magic or whatever, but he had it. I got that, and I got it out of him.
Right, that's it.
He was able to. He was real fast and stuff. So I was able to build his speed up and his confidence and everything. So that it worked out. So and I'm here. That's bringing me here today.
Wow.
He's the reason.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's the reason. Yeah, he's the second highest recruit in the state in the history of Arkansas. Yeah, that's
awesome. Well, considering, Brian, man, you been on the Bucks Tulies for a while, but considering your impressive stats and contributions to Valley View High School where you attended, what specific aspects of Missouri football, now you are a Missouri Tiger, and what specific aspects of Missouri football program that stood out during your visit and ultimately influenced your choice to attend Missouri?
I think it was just the brotherhood like that the players have. Everybody's real tight, close knit. Everybody is there for one reason, and that's to win, and that's what I'm ready to be a part of.
Wow. Yeah. So you felt so I guess when you go in and out of those recruiting business, or because you went on several, you got a sense of feel where every place you go, kind of what the culture is like, and that's a big part of it.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. Yeah. So, looking into your junior season performance, man, you're a beast. And, man, you had an outstanding career of over 92 tackles total, but also among the noble achievements that you achieved. How did your success on the field contribute to your recruiting process? And did Missouri coaching staff highlight that as far as the relationships and plan on leveraging that skill that they seen in your recruitment process to get you there with their team?
It was big. They checked in every week to see how I was playing, make sure I'm doing good, make sure my grades are good. All my stats. They watch film pretty much, I think like the day after the game, they all hop on the film asking for little highlight clips of the game.
Did you know that they were that serious about? Did you know that how that process went? Or were you surprised?
I mean, I didn't know they just, I thought they only had their film. I didn't think they finna go watch, high school players film after every game. It's their game day,
Oh,
wow. They own it.
Wow, wow. So they knew exactly your tendency. Well, they know your actions and your behaviors. They're watching all that all the time.
Yeah, they know everything.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And so, but with Brian's commitment to Missouri, it seems, man, that your training methodologies are certainly making an impact.
Yeah.
How do you balance the actual pushing the athletes like Brian and many others? How do you balance that and also keeping a positive environment in your training? Because I know you're a hard taskmaster.
Yeah. Man, what I try to do, man, it's life in general, too. So, like, I'm going to push you. Life's gonna push you. So at the end of the day,
believe it.
So
you better believe it.
Even if he wasn't.
Did you hear what he said?
Yeah.
Life gonna push you. That means here's what he know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I mean, life, like I said, life don't stop. So my thing is, the way I kind of go at it, I'm gonna push you hard. I won't do anything that's gonna hurt you. Or, try to kill you. So my coaches back in my day were like, if you ain't doing it, you ain't gonna kill. He didn't work hard. So, but I'm gonna push you to the limit of force, and then I'm gonna love on you at the end of the day. Cause I, like I said, especially with him, I love all my kids I train. But like I said, with him it was a little different. Because like with some kids, like with your son Cam, I'm gonna train Cam to death, but I'm gonna end up working him. But I'm gonna go a different way because his father's there with him. So his father wasn't there, so I'm a little. It's a little different when I'm gonna push him a little bit. I'm gonna be there for him, little father figure type deal with him. So, like I said, with that situation, it was just totally different. I'm gonna make sure he, I'm gonna give him some life lessons that he hadn't, been able to get from his dad. So, but I'm at the same time, I'm gonna put my hand. If I need to, I can get to them when I need to.
Man, those kids, man, there's so many kids, man, that need a buck Willie.
Yeah.
Man, I'm telling you, and I've been impressed. And I'll say that I'm going out the strip now, Brian. Man, Buck, I've seen you now. I say over almost 20 years. Mm-hmm. When I came out of high school, and we were in the All-Star game. You came down there together. And man, just several years after that, I went, came back and tried to get my career going in Jonesboro, but. Your ability, man, to train athletes. I mean, this is just not fly by night.
No,
bro. You in football, you are the king of the cotton, man.
Yeah.
King Cotton of football training. Because as far as Arkansas Northeast is concerned, and I just want to share that with you. I don't know. I'm not trying to shoot you up or whatever.
Put
cables on you, man. But man, you have been, and I've just seen your dedication and what you did to your nephew. And I got a chance to see some of that, and I didn't understand what was going on. Mm-hmm. It was super amazing. Super amazing.
Man, I appreciate that.
And so, Brian, man, being a part of Coach Eli's program and actually looking at the success of what he's done in Arkansas, recruiting players like Jordan Harris, and now. Courtney Crutchfield, some of the top players in Arkansas, including yourself.
Yeah.
How did that factor in your decision, or was that you didn't really look at that? You just really relied on that culture that you felt.
It was that was a little bit of it. Just knowing that it's guys from Arkansas. Guys I can talk to.
Yes, sir.
That's from around here that know some things. I mean, it was kind of, they had a coach that's from Arkansas.
They got several when you get down there.
He played at Arkansas.
And Arkansas State, too.
Yeah, and they all know everything. So, I mean, I can go to them, talk about something if I need something.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. And, man, I looked around, Coach, I think just the other day, or somebody was putting it on social media, I look up and see Brian Huff in Jonesboro on a billboard for Mizzou. Mm-hmm. Man, that's love, man.
Yeah.
I said, what? They are serious about this, man.
Yeah.
And I just take my hats off to your decision in the program, that you're a part of now, and just to congratulate you, man, and on this next level. But let me tell you something, man. If you ever get homesick, I don't know if you know I played for Arkansas State University. It don't mean anything, but I'm gonna tell you something. Hey, you're welcome home now because you from Georgia. You're welcome home. You're welcome to come home, man. Coach Buck, man. I'll come to the final questions, man. And I thank you again for just the time that you guys came here to spend today with us. You're looking at Brian's success and all the other athletes that you train. Mm-hmm. What advice will you give to some of the next aspiring trainers that are coming out? Because I'm sure with what's going on and what's happening, we know now you don't get there by happenstance. With the portal, with the NIL and all that good. We'll talk about some NIL. Like, no, I'm just kidding. Well, say how you can give me some NIL money for my days they didn't pay me.
Exactly.
But no, man. What advice would you leave? Because I'm sure. Yeah, at this time, man, some people waking up. They said we're gonna need another Buck Willie out there, and you got to get ready to.
Because my clock is ticking right now. Yeah. So, but man, one thing I would say, man, like I'm kind of a unique, like I said, situation because what happened with my nephew, that kind of helped me, that built me up for my contacts with the college coaches on that part of it. So not everybody's going to be able to put the phone and call.
The relationships takes time.
Yeah, so I'm lucky when that's in, I can call the head coaches like Coach Drink, Coach Pittman, and I can call these guys directly. So that's a little different. But for the training part of it, man, I would, and that's the biggest part. I would say just work on your craft, man. Study the muscles and whatever it needs to take. Don't be a YouTube guy or whatever, because when I first started, I was just going off of what I think this should be.
Right.
But then once I got serious about it, I started studying. Like, so you got a lot of guys out training now, they doing YouTube video. I would tell them to go to school and learn what these muscles do, because if you come as a parent and say, why are you doing this drill?
Right.
You should be able to train. If that trainer can't tell you that's not a good trainer, he can't tell you why he's doing that shuffle slide.
That's good stuff.
That's gonna be a big key in part of it. So you got to be able to figure out why you're doing these drills and what you're doing for. So because all these drills I do, they're gonna translate in football, basketball,
sure,
track stuff, soccer. So that's the biggest thing.
So how can they get in contact with you, Buck? If I'm sure it's always another Brian Huff out there in the wings somewhere, or another kid out there that's want to go to the next level and they have the desire and passion, just don't have. How can they get in contact with you and what they need to do to get into your program?
Yeah, basically you can give me. I'm on my Facebook at Buck Willie. Just Buck Willie. Then I got my NEA Elite logo. My Twitter is Buck Willie at Buck Willie 21.
Okay.
And my phone number is 870-761-3451. So like I say, anybody wanna get in and want to be great and come on, get on and get with NEA Elite, and we'll make it happen.
Awesome. Well, fellas, thank you so much for being with us at Elite U42 Sports Media, man. It's a blessing and honor. I appreciate it, and congratulations, man, to your success. Buck, thank you for all you're doing for all the youth off in Northeast Arkansas. Yeah. And, man, we'll follow up. We'll see you again, man. We look forward to you representing us here in Northeast Arkansas.
Yes, sir.
God bless you, sir.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you, man.